Grandpa never let anyone enter his garage, but after his death, what they found was shocking. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that Mr. Calder's garage was strictly off limits. No exceptions allowed. He was always a polite and quiet man who lived by himself at the end of the road, keeping to his own routine. But his one steadfast rule, known by heart, was to never ever approach that closed-off garage door. The windows were always covered tightly, and if a stray ball ever rolled near, he'd retrieve it without a single word. Naturally, people assumed the place was filled with junk, or perhaps something much more secretive he wanted hidden away. Years later, when Mr. Calder passed away quietly at 87, the house finally fell silent for many weeks. His niece, Emma, arrived to begin the somber task of sorting through his belongings, but the garage remained firmly locked. Emma recalled being warned about that very garage as a child, and the old curiosity finally pushed her to ask the lawyer about opening it. After a brief hesitation, the estate lawyer finally agreed, and the next afternoon, the heavy lock was cut clean off. When the massive door lifted for the first time in decades, instead of darkness, bright light flooded across a truly spotless room. The concrete floor actually shined. The industrial shelves were perfectly organized and labeled from top to bottom. In the very center, a simple wooden desk held a single cream-colored envelope, simply marked, "For whoever opens this." Inside, Emma found a beautifully written letter explaining the entire purpose of his decades of secrecy. Mr. Calder carefully explained that the garage held everything he had ever earned beyond what he needed to simply survive, saved slowly over a lifetime. As Emma began opening the identical boxes, she discovered piles of brand new medical equipment and school supplies. She also found sealed envelopes filled with cash, each one clearly tagged with specific dates and the names of recipients. Deep in the back, a heavy filing cabinet was packed tight with meticulous records of anonymous donations sent out every single year. Receipts showed he had quietly funded major surgeries, covered overdue rent, and even paid for college tuition for people he never knew. Emma sank down onto the clean floor right there and began to cry, overwhelmed by the massive, hidden generosity. The quiet man everyone assumed was secretive had actually been vigilantly watching, waiting, and helping his whole community all along. Weeks later, every single box was emptied, and the contents distributed exactly according to the careful instructions in his letters. When the house finally sold, the new owners chose to preserve one small thing bolted inside the heavy garage door. It was a simple bronze plaque that read, "What you hide can truly change lives," finally explaining his lifelong silence. And long after Mr. Calder was just a memory, the neighborhood slowly began to understand the powerful reason for the silence he had kept for so many years.